Just as you saw that I had dismantled the device of a trimmer and found that it contains a motor and a PCD, that is a printed circuit diagram inside it, which is actually the main running circuit of the device. And then I had tried to copy down the circuit in this copy, and I will try to explain what is actually going inside it. I am mainly going to focus on the directions of the current and how the battery inside it is getting charged, and finally how the motor is running. So basically, when we buy a electrical device, it is normally not charged. We first charge the device and then run it. So as you can see in this diagram, that these 2 points are the charging points, and I have drawn this battery in order to give a sense that a higher voltage source is being applied across this battery, which is actually inside this trimmer. And as we know that this is an alternating source, AC source, that is actually obviously coming inside our home. So this AC source will obviously provide an AC current, that is alternating current. So this current will start from here. I had taken this direction to be positive, so it will start from here, it will go like this, and at this junction it will have two paths to get distributed, one along this path of this bulb and another along this path. So you can see that this is something new to us. This is called a self recovery diode. It's actually a complicated diode with different level of doping inside it. So I'm not going to go deep inside it, how it functions. I'm just going to give you a fake idea what this actually does. So when the current comes, when positive, suppose there are obviously two cycles of a current in alternating currents. So when one positive cycle of the current comes and goes like this is obviously forward bias, and when the other half cycle will come from this side, then it will be reverse bias. So due to the different level of dopings, the directions of the current actually remain same. So this is the main function of this self recovery diode. So whenever current is being applied, a constant current is being maintained by this self recovery diode in this, particularly in this branch. So now after this the current continues to go in this direction, then again in this junction it has two paths, one along this direction and one along this direction. But here as you can see that there is a switch which is initially open. While charging we normally keep the switch off so that the trimmer doesn't run. So this as this is open, so the current has only one directions to move on, that is along this direction. So it will go in this path, and then it will go and like this, and then it will encounter this battery which is present inside the trimmer. Then this current will charge the battery, go continue in this path, again going down. Then here it will go in this direction, and the rest current which has moved along this path in order to lit the light. Yes, normally when we charge anything we normally see that there is a light blinking inside it. So this current does the part of blinking of the light. So after that blinking of the light, these two currents continues and meet at this junction, and they finally goes out here and comes back to this source. So this is the initial part of charging of the battery, which is of this battery inside the trimmer. And now once the battery is charged, we remove these two joints, and now this battery is not in, and now this alternating current is not anymore in the circuit. So now what plays the role is that this charged battery, this battery is normally, let me show you that I am talking about this battery which is present inside the trimmer, and it has been written nickel cadmium battery. So particularly this compositions battery are used, and it has also been written the amount of standard charge 15 hours, 60 ampere, 1.2 volt. The polarities are also given, positive sign and negative sign. So once this battery is charged, this produces its own direct current. Obviously it is not a alternating source. So after this is charged, all these directions of the current will not be there. It will let me show it with the pen. So it will have its own direction of the current. So then a current will start from here, it will continue along this path, go like this. So now an interesting thing come here at this junction. When the current will come at this junction, it will have again two paths to continue. Obviously when we are trying to run the trimmer, this switch will be obviously closed. So now it is not open, it is closed switch, CLOCD, closed. So at this junction it will have two paths to go. So the current is coming in this direction now, so it can go in this direction and it can also go in this direction, but in this case the current will encounter this self recovery diode in the reverse bias direction, so it will not go in this direction. So now the bulb will not glow and this part of the circuit will not have any current inside it when the trimmer is running. So the current is only will come from this, will continue along this path, and the switch will be closed, will continue along this path, and it will directly encounter the motor, which is the main part of the trimmer, which is this motor shaft is actually connected to the several blades which is present in the outer side of the trimmer. And after that it will current will go in this direction, and finally it will go like this, and it will end up in this negative terminal. So this is all about how the directions of the current are concerned inside the PCD, that is printed circuit diagram, in a trimmer, and I hope that you understood it. Thank you for watching it.